Hello everybody and welcome back to yet again another stream here on the Monday nights. We're here back again for the Tier 1 streams for Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. It is the penultimate round here in Tier 1 after many eventful races. We are down to the last wire, the last two races, maximum 50, the lowest of 0 of course. But there's still something to be had here. It is Tharlo versus STB Mafio. Both Aston Martins are going at it, battling pound for pound for every single race, for every single point that they can gain. And right now, the points between them two, going into the last two races of the season, is 5 points between each other. It is an incredibly close battle. 6. It is an incredibly close battle between these two drivers as they go at it for the championship. Tharlo will not be able to win tonight's championship, even if Mafio does retire. 25 points, a win would still not be enough, as it would be 19 going into next week, which Mafio can still win from. But there is a possibility that Tharlo can get this win. Of course, throughout the season, he's had some really good finishes. He's had a bit of unlucky stuff, really. He missed out on the first two races and such. He's had some unlucky performances, and we'll see if he can improve on that. And for today, if he can sort out the little mistakes that kind of seep through the cracks, and see if he can finally put in the best of the best that we know he can do, and go ahead and take this thing to the wire and win it at Brazil. But of course, if that doesn't happen, then Mafio could be crowned champion tonight if Tharlo does retire and Mafio wins the Grand Prix. Not even that, finish second really, and he would win it. It's all on the line here for these lads. They've got to put everything they can on the table. I feel like it's always good to be one of the first men to go out on track when qualifying. I feel like it puts you on the map, and I feel like it's your lap really that determines what they do. 24/7 there by João Santos. Not the greatest lap in the world, but we'll see what Tharlo 4 can do. I mean, all attention will pretty much be focused on Tharlo and Mafio and what they can do in tonight's race, and I'm not really sure much of my attention will be on other drivers, unless there's a forward wide or something mental like that happening in the midfield area. It's going to be mostly focused on Tharlo and Mafio for this race. Mauli did tell me, the league owner Mauli did tell me, that he feels like there's going to be an Abu Dhabi feeling in this Grand Prix. It's going to be some sort of mental thing going to happen in tonight's race, and it could determine the championship. Whether or not that does happen, well, of course, we'll all have to find out in just a minute. Right now, it is qualifying, and Tharlo is out on a lap. So far, so good, until that chicane. He cuts it a little bit too much. And a mistake there seen early on. Is that the pressure getting to him a little bit off the start of this qualifying session? We'll see, but Tharlo's first taste of the circuit. He'll go back inside. Of course, he's got plenty of time left to do another lap. I always feel like it's better to stream the whole qualifying session rather than just seeing it right down to the wire. I feel like you get a bit more sense of what these drivers can do on track, because obviously you can see a driver put in a fantastic lap and think instantly in the race, bam, they're going to be beautiful, but they're not. And you can really determine like the average of what they're doing in each lap on here. If they're doing a 27 and they do a bloody 22, obviously they're probably quick, but if they're doing small improvements, they're quite consistent, and I feel like that shows much more in a whole qualifying session than it does in just 2. But first few laps are on the board. It's 3, and all of them are looking around 24s. Now, I've been doing 22s in Grand Prix mode, so either that's just them being really slow for some reason, or in multiplayer it's much slower. Number 4, LDF1K with a 53 dead there, going into the left-hander, which you do have to be careful on the exit, just as Maudi's trying to do right now. Go into the right-hander, you got to cut that right-hander more. You've got to try and gain every single bit of turn that you possibly can. And Maldi will go through this right-hander, go through the left. He's going to go wide here. And that's the fatal mistake you can do in Abu Dhabi. You do that in a race, you could slide, you could go into a wall, you could do a Latifi, or you could do that in the last corner. Nevertheless, though, early F1 KO will still get a 23.7. No, it just seems like maybe the drivers weren't quite their best for their first few laps. That's a much more, how do I put it, a much more sensible lap time. Still not a fantastic lap, but much more sensible than a 24. So far, 10 minutes left to go in the session, and LDF1 KO is at the top. Maffio has joined back with us after after leaving. Just that big old wait to see one of the big guns out on track again and seeing what they can do, what they can prove. Can they prove to be an STB Tier 1 World Champion? That's the question, and it's a question that's been asked over 26 seasons. Many of whom have, of course, answered to it. I don't know the 17.4, by the way. In the first sector, that I think was 2 tenths quicker than Tharlo when he did his lap. So this is a very good lap right now from IoT Dilemma. And down to 50% going into the chicane though. Will he do the mistake that Tharlo made, cutting a bit too early? Nope. He's able to get on it a little bit. Is the traction good on the exit? Yes, it is. It's very good from Dilemma. As he goes into DRS mode. Into the left-hander now goes Dilemma. 52.6. This is a very good lap from Dilemma. And if he can just make good amends of this final sector, I'm more than sure that Dilemma will be on pole, and probably by like around 4 or 5 tenths. It's a much better lap than RDF1 KO's. Doesn't go wide here, that's the fatal mistake, he didn't make it. And that's into that left-hander again. And Dilemma, I'm pretty sure, will be on for provisional pole here. The ploy has been used up all the way around this this track. Across the line, it is a 22.8. And it is pole. And it's pole by quite a little bit. Now, both Tharlo and Maffio are out on their outlaps. This is what we've come to see for here. For the early stream start. Both of these giants of Tier 1 going at it. Maffio's never won a championship here in STB, and neither has Tharlo, so it's not going to be a reoccurring champion. Of course, the other championship rival, Etta Mulasoy, would be here for us today if he didn't have a race ban for tonight, which would have made things a little bit more, a little bit more treacherous for these two other drivers, a bit more suspenseful. Tharlo, though, starts off his lap into the first sector, using all the curb on the outside in both the entry and the exit to get the maximum amount of speed you possibly can. Maffio will go on his lap very, very shortly as he comes around the last turn. And Tharlo goes into the left-hander here. And he's going to get a toe from his good old mate, Side Effects 99. Here we go. Side with the toe there. He's definitely move out of the way, though, for this turn. He's done just that, though. I'm not too sure what Side's doing there. Might have distracted Tharlo a little bit on that chicane. Might have done him a little bit more damage than good. But Tharlo, we'll take a look at the end of this second sector, what he's doing. That's 52.3, it's very strong. Probably 3 tenths quicker than Dilemma, because I think he did a 52.6. So this lap's very, very strong for Tharlo 4. This is the pace that we're expected to see from the Aston Martin. As he goes into the left-hander. He goes, oh, I thought he was going to cut that there. It was right on the limit. He's pushing every single bit of this Aston Martin to try and get this pole position done and dusted. Into the right-hander, across the line, it's Tharlo 4 with a 22.3. We look to Maffio now, a 52.7. He's done into that second sector, around 4 tenths slower than what we've seen of Tharlo. So unless he has a monstrous last sector here, it's looking very likely that STB Maffio will not get pole here. No, it's by a long shot. Farlow is quicker. 0.5 of a second. Half a second. He's absolutely crushed him. But yet again, Kisatilla, this is a man who we commonly see go on pole. It's 52.4 here. It's close. 52.4, 22.4. Up there in P2. A little bit of a scare really there for Farlow. But nevertheless, the man is on pole. Of course, it's not over yet in the qualifying session. Maffio did not do a first lap. That is his first lap of the quali session, meaning that he hasn't gone out on any other spare tyres. Of course, Farlow didn't do a lap when he first came out initially, but that is down to him invalidating. What I'm saying is just Farlow's used a set of tyres before Matt, so Matt's going to have fresh tyres for another run, another go at the circuit, another go at Farlow's impressive lap time. Side effects 99 though, it was looking good, 52.7. I think just this last sector though has probably turned this into a 23 something. Yes, it's going to be 23.1, very similar to what he did. I think it's the exact same lap he did with me in a quali session earlier, so Mr. Consistence here. OVR Toro though, just beats outside, 23.133. Very close between these two though, Attila and Farlow. Can Maffio join in that spotlight? We typically do see him getting those laps in. Now Farlow will go into the pit lane. Just ahead of him, a little look at his rival there, Maffio. Don't know why it's doing this again, but I've got vibrations of the bloody drivers that are driving. When they enter the pit lane, for some reason it doesn't do it when it's out on track. It's quite odd. João Santos maybe looking to improve on his lap. Some people are out. I think Fefe the Duck will be looking to improve on his lap of 24.3 is bluntly put it nowhere near what's been put in the session. 22.3. 2 seconds off the pace, so he's really got to try and prove there that he's got the pace to mingle with the midfield. And so does João Santos. He's also wanting to do that as well. The 10th down on his lap though, going into this right-hander. Oh, and he messes up there as well, and I think that's going to be no improvement for him. Pepe the Duck is 2 tenths up on his lap. With 3 minutes left to go, we see IoT Dalema out on the track. Pepe the Duck, 3 tenths up. He's going to the left-hander. Now he's pretty much going to use everything he can to try and get into these 23s and see if he can get past LDF1KO. Farlow's out in another lap, whether that's on the same tyres or not, we'll have to see in a minute. I assume he'll probably be out on a new set because I don't think he's planning to do softs in the race. I think the softs are actually quite treacherous here around Abu Dhabi. And oh, Fefe the Duck with a big improvement, 7 tenths. And he's beating out LDF1KO, and KO will have to try and respond to that. I assume Farlow is on a new set. I just feel like he knows that he won't be using soft tyres that much into the race. But Matt, though, he does need to get a move on. Sorry, yawning. He does need to get a move on, and get out of this pit lane, and go for a lap. And here we go. He's coming out now. But Farlow, though, will shortly start his lap. Of course, he had that lovely toe from Side Effects 99 earlier on. I don't think he'll get it again. But at the same time, Side almost did kill him into the chicane as well. So, a bit of distraction there from Side. Maybe he could gain time into that chicane even more from Farlow. So here we go. Farlow in none. Hot lap. Here we go. It's Mr. 04. What is it called? 04. Is it? No, not 04. Is it? No. Yeah, 04. Yeah. What am I about? Sorry. Right-hander. There we go. Sector 1. How's it looking like for Farlow 4? A minimal improvement. Now, this is pretty much where... Oh, Side is there again. And the treacherous old friend He's here again. Let's see if this time he'll distract him into the chicane. Lovely little toe there. And I think he will. No, just go straight on. That's good from side there. Looks like a decent chicane there from Darlow. Didn't look like a line he was trying to do earlier where he cut the corner. But I think it's good. Oh, never mind. He's 2 tenths down. You have to put off an absolute worldie to try and improve on his lap here into the last sector. You have to put all into the car, and he really did put all into it last time as well, with almost getting the track limits undusted, and he's trying to do it there as a little bit of a wiggle. I just don't think that that's going to be an improvement here for Tharlo. So the likelihood of a pole is more likely for STB Mafia as he starts off his lap. Tharlo will stay with his 22.3. Mafia, yet again, minimal improvement into that first sector. Left hand up. And there we go, down the straight. STB Mafia goes. But let's not mistake here. Kisatilla could very well bounce back and get this pole position himself. So this is really a three-way battle here. I don't know if Dilemma's slowed up. I think he messed up his lap. Yeah, he's into a wall. But Mafia, let's see what you're made of. Can you get past Darlow here in this qualifying session? Let's take a look at what his lap time is over here. Oh, he's 2 tenths off. This is not... This will have to be a worldie. This will have to be one of the best ever last sectors you've ever seen in Abu Dhabi. For STB Mafia to get past Tharlo. And I think that's Kisatilla there. He's just slowed up and let Mafia go. So clearly he's not happy with his lap. Which should mean that with all things covered, I believe that your pole sitter for Abu Dhabi, as yes, Mafia cuts that corner. He's not happy. He's not happy. He's not happy with how he's performed in this qualifying session, and it shows. Technically, that is retirement on track, though, I will say. So if we're going... I don't want to speak on instances, because I've looked like an absolute knob every single time I have, because I said, oh, it's a penalty. No, it's not a penalty after the stewards' reports. But what I'm going to say is you definitely can't retire on track on a qualifying session here in STB. So if that gets reported by Tharlo, something could be coming Mafio's way. But what I do know is Tharlo 4 on pole. He's not making any mistakes so far, apart from that one mistake he did into the chicane where he cut it a little bit too much. Wanting it too much, maybe. Here we go then. There you go, folks. That is it for your qualifying session. Tharlo, the man chasing STB Mafia for that championship. Only 6 points in it, but 6 points do determine who's the winner and who's not. And Tharlo's going at it here. 22.3. It's a very strong lap. He gets on pole. From then on, it's Kisatilla with his, yet again, good performances in these qualifying sessions, followed by IRT Dilemma, Toro, Mafia, Side Effects, Fefe, KO, Shinit, Jal Santos, Poulet, Garçon, a little bit French going in there, STB Maldi, and the Birds. Those are your racers here for tonight, as Maldi does lead the session. I'll invite him back. I probably should have done this with Matt, shouldn't I? I should have invited him back, but I didn't. Here we go then. this is it, folks. The Abu Dhabi Grand Prix is here. We've witnessed the qualifying session. Now we witness the big one, the race. Sorry. This determines who leads into Brazil. Will Tharlo keep his nerve? Will he get the victory? Or will Matt crumble under pressure from starting 5th? Or will Tharlo crumble under pressure from starting 1st? They could go every single way here in this race. One driver, of course, hoping that the bad thing happens to the other. And here's this man, Tharlo 4. He's on the outlap. That's right, outlap, formation lap. I assume he's only doing this in AI mode. And let's take a look. You can see right there that Tharlo is starting on the mediums. And everyone is. There's no questions to be asked about what the strategy is. It is all mediums. Starting off the Grand Prix. Maffio has left the session, I believe, there. I'm going to try and invite him back. His Wi-Fi is not performing well today. It's probably going to get in his head a little bit more here. He's got to hope that this does not happen in the race, because if it does, it could determine who wins and who doesn't. Torres left the session and he's retired, so he's out the race already, so that's position gained. Attila's gone as well, so there's 2 positions already gained here for Maffio. Unless Maffio can't control his car, we might have to have a look at restarting the session here, because this is not looking good. I'm just gonna ask Maldi for if a restart will happen. Could just message him. Because there's already 2 people that have retired from this Grand Prix. Yeah, look, Dilemma's already DNF'd. Well, weird. But nevertheless, enough yapping. It's time for Abu Dhabi. It's lights out and away we go. Tharlo in P1, 29 laps of mayhem. Coming for you here soon. Oh, never mind. It looks like a restart. Yeah, pretty much everyone's left the session. We are having a restart here, folks. I'll pause the stream. And we'll go ahead and we'll visit back here in a little minute. Hello, chaps. We are back after a long-awaited pause. We are here, back ready for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Of course, we had a little bit of an issue going into the formation lap. Hopefully that'll be sorted. We all know, though, that there's going to be medium tyres throughout the whole grid starting off on this Grand Prix. That is because, well, we saw before we had to make a new session that everyone was on medium tyres before the Grand Prix started. So it's a medium to hard strat. We know this. It's going to happen. And the undercut is very powerful around here, also, I've heard from someone called T. Harlow. So we'll see how this pans out in the Grand Prix. Maffeo, I think you just have to feel a bit for Maffeo here. You got to think to yourself, Matt's probably, he's thinking to himself right now, Matt's probably thinking, right, I've just disconnected from the party, or I've just disconnected from this and that. I'm getting annoyed at my Wi-Fi. I'm getting annoyed at the fact I didn't do as well as I know I can in the qualifying session. Tharlo's ahead of me. I'm 5 positions behind him. You get to that point as a driver where you overthink about these things. If Maffeo continues to do that, this Grand Prix will not turn out well for him. He needs to just calm it down, say to himself, you know, we've got 29 laps here in Abu Dhabi. Let's make it a good race and hopefully take the win on Tharlo. But yet again, Tharlo will be thinking the exact same thing. Of thinking, I'm P1 right now. I'm ahead of Matt by a long time. Matt's probably going to get annoyed right now. I'm going to go ahead and try and take this victory for myself and see if we can win it in Brazil. That's what Tharlo's most likely thinking. This will be a sweat fest here between Maffeo and Tharlo. I assure you that this will be an absolute sweat fest between these two. Just waiting on the drivers. Probably drinking their water, getting ready for this race. Thinking to themselves, Tharlo and Maffeo thinking to themselves, how can this pan out? What's going to happen next week? Will I win the championship? Will I become the greatest driver in STB this season? That's what they're thinking about right now. Oh, would you look at that? Maffeo starts on hards. It's been a complete change-up, actually. Thought everyone's going to be starting on the medium, sorry. No, Maffeo is starting on the hard set compound tyres. Interesting from Maffeo. Tharlo will be thinking about, of course, you can see right there, powered by Amazon, or whatever. Lap 13 around, probably 14, something like that, to take the box and to get out and go ahead, challenge for this win. Maffeo, though, of course, this hard strategy might be quite difficult for him to put off. The hard strategy starting on the hards typically hasn't seen much favours. Of course, he's got side effects behind him who's on those mediums as well, so he'll be looking to pounce right behind him. He's got 4 drivers behind him on mediums, so they will be looking to pounce on Maffeo after the start of the Grand Prix. I'm really trying to give it their all to try and get positions on a championship rival, because that's impressive on itself when you think about it, but also just to try and get their bit in the race, trying to put their self on the map here for the race. The Mr. 04 is on pole. He'll get ready for this Grand Prix. He's ready to go. The nerves are in that box. I've felt the same nerves as Tharlo before, especially in China. Even though I probably should have won that race. Well, I did win the race, but obviously. But before, you know, thinking I probably should have won that race. I probably should win this race, but I'm still nervous to try and seal the championship. This is even more nerve-wracking because you're really setting yourself up to win it in the last race. You're defending, really, Tharlo. Tharlo's pretty much defending his chances of winning a championship. It's very nerve-wracking in these situations. Tharlo will be going for more of an angled on the inside start. And you can take a look at Kisatilla, he's thinking the exact same thing. Here we go. All drivers are ready. It's the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. It's 5 red lights. Green light, go, go, go. We go racing here in Abu Dhabi. It looks like it's a brilliant start here for Tharlo 4. Toro getting a position up on the start. He's hit the back, I think, of Kisatilla there. The McLaren's gone wide of IRT Dilemma. He's going into this left-hander here. There's a little bit of contact, a little bit of pushing. He's going to go on the inside now of Kisatilla into this right-hander, going down into the big sweeping long left-hander. We'll see what's going to happen around the outside. The McLaren's looking to go with that Red Bull. They're still side by side going onto the exit of the turn. McLaren has the edge, and will the McLaren get the move done and dusted? He will. Will Kisatilla look to fight back though, using his hot lap mode, maybe even using the ERS as well? No, he's staying behind for this lap. But you can take a look at already, Maffio is in a decent position as Toro sends it down the inside of Kisatilla. They're both battling it out here, a little bit of pushing, a little bit of shoving here in Abu Dhabi. But Kisatilla does defend the position, and he's gotten past. No, sorry, he's kept the position, he's not past Toro. Side effects of the poor start to the Grand Prix. Dropped down a couple of positions. He's back up though. And he's really trying to stick within the STB Maffio DRS for this DRS train, as Toro will look up the inside of Kisatilla and will get that move done and dusted. The Ferrari is now ahead of the Red Bull. 2 hard runners in P4, P5 now. And side effects, if you're thinking side effects 99 right now, you're thinking to yourself, just stick behind these two, you'll get your chance. You're on the medium tyres, you're on the quicker tyres. As Toro does overcomplicate that last turn there. But first lap is done. The opening nerves are out the way. It's now concentration time. And it's Tharlo P1, Maffio still P5. No positions gained for either. Well, you can't really gain positions if you're first, but for Maffio, no gained positions. Here we go. And I think IRT Dilemma will be coming for P1 here. As down the straights we go. Tharlo will be looking to try and defend it. Going into the turn. And no, IRT Dilemma does not send it there. STB Maffio. Nothing going on there. I think the Red Bull have mounted out the inside of João Santos. Just got a little clip of that in the background. And he's past João now. João now. DRS here though, he's rinsed all of his ERS here side. He's really trying to get at Maffio here. And looks like IRT Delaware will be looking to get at Tharlo. Up the inside he goes. And that's that position done and dusted for the McLaren. He's up into the priority spot, the best spot you can be in. P1. But Tharlo will have his chance. Tharlo will come back. He'll collect himself, as he so often does, and get this move back on him once again. Maybe Dilemma using a little bit there here. And now, side effects of the quickest lap of the Grand Prix so far. He goes into the first turn in none. Goes back to medium. He's trying to save up to try and launch an attack here on the Aston Martin ahead. And here's Tharlo into the left-hander. Maybe not the best of exit he could have wished for there. He's going to use some ERS. I don't think he'll be able to look for the move on this lap, or maybe he will. Maybe he'll send it. No, he's purposely disallowing his DRS, making sure he doesn't go for the move here, as the bird will be overtaken of Fefe the Duck. Pick Salber in P10. And side effects is right up the backside of Maffio now. And Tharlo has overtaken Dilemma. Tharlo back into P1. He's back into his priority spots. And now a DRS train between these two, a DRS switch and whatnot, what you call it, will surely now commence. Left-hander again. Still watch this gap to side effects, because if Maffio does have a poor starting stint, with these hard set compound tyres, then it will mean later in the race it will damage him dearly. And we saw it with China when Tharlo was starting on the mediums. He should have got away from the hards, and actually instead what happened is, he didn't have the greatest starting stint. It cost him late in the race, and it cost him potentially a win, as Maffio with a massive moment going into the left-hander. He's overtaken by Side, but I think Side will be a sitting duck here, really. to Maffeo. He's of course going to try and challenge it. Tharlo, though, getting overtaken here side by side here with Toro and Kisatilla going into this turn. Into the left-hander, round the outside, Tharlo goes. He's all right. He's doing well. Maffeo's up into P5 now. ERS being used by both drivers, but just hasn't got enough. And Kisatilla will be looking for the move here on the Ferrari. It's chaos right now. Ferrari goes deep to try and defend the position, and it's defended. Now going into the right-hander here. Will Tharlo look for a move here? I don't think he should, and he won't. He's cautious about this. He wants to be strategic. The Bird going a bit wide here. Sorry, I've just missed this battle with Shinette. I do apologise, but Shinette is passed in P8. This is going to work well for Kisatilla. It's going to work well for Maffeo as well if they can pull off this hard strap. Look at the McLaren of our dilemma was completely off track there. Did not see that. An LDF1 KO's round, unfortunately, for the Mercedes into that first turn there. We look back here, though. And Tharlo has the DRS. He's got more ERS. This is surely going to be the overtake that Tharlo has wanted. And he will certainly get it. Well, overtaking, and now here comes Kisatilla out of nowhere. Down the inside, the McLaren goes to defend and also to attack Tharlo going into the chicane. And again, there's more contact going on to the exit, and Tharlo's going to go a little bit clear here. Dilemma is half a second behind him now. Loads of battling occurring here early on in this Grand Prix. Maffeo, can he get in it all? As Dilemma will look for the move here on Tharlo around the outside, he looks to go. And that move is not completed. Dilemma is still behind. Kisatilla in P3 right now. Here we go, into the left-hander, Toro. Everything's going on and I'm loving it. It's all kicking off here. It's only the 5th lap, we've got plenty more to go. And Tharlo is still in P1. But he's really got to try and defend the backside here of IoT Dilemma and Kisatilla and all them, because they are sharply getting into this race more and more. And it could just seem like that, you know, that P1 will not just be between Dilemma and Tharlo, and it'll in fact be a three-way. Poulet Gasson with a time penalty there for 3 seconds. As Dilemma will absolutely send up the inside there of Tharlo. A bit of contact going on to the exit there. I think that's a little bit of a mistake there from IoT Dilemma. And the position will be kept by Tharlo, I believe. Or maybe not, as here comes Kisatilla. He's absolutely flying down the straight going into the corner. He's going to send it a little bit deep. He's not going to go for the move on Tharlo. A little bit of contact there with IoT Dilemma. And other than that, he loses the position. And yet again, Maffeo still can't get in this, but he's going to try and get it now with Toro. Toro defending the inside line, going into this left-hander here. But Matt is passed, and Matt is up into P4. Or is he? Because down the inside, Toro will look to go to try and fight the position back. Is he going to dive it down here? I don't think so. You shouldn't really. But Maffeo is slowly climbing up the pedestal. Which is not what Tharlo wants. See if Toro can still challenge Maffeo as we go into this left-hander here. And IoT Dilemma with a 3-second time penalty. That's something else to be looking out for as well with this top battle. Time penalties will be dished out. They will occur. Hello, staying behind again. Another mistake there from Maffeo going into that turn once more. And Toro just not able really to get his foot in. But here comes Side. He's looking for his overtake on the Ferrari. He's going to go up the inside going into the chicane here. Goes side effects. Up the inside he goes. And I think that's moved done and dusted. Now he chases down Maffeo. So I just got to save up this ERS just a little bit more and he'll be fine. An IoT Dilemma there. We'll look for the inside line going into the right-hander here. And oh, down the inside he goes. He absolutely lunges it. Tharlow's having none of it though. A little bit of bumping there between the two drivers. Did see something come off. No, never mind actually. His front wing's perfectly fine there, Dilemma. Just a little bit of rustling there between the drivers. Okay, they're up with a 3 second now. Maffeo is chasing down this Red Bull. He's got 97 ERS to work with. But the Red Bull is using his as well, and maybe he looks for a 2 for 1. Tharlow's using now as well. He does not want to get overtaken, and I don't think he will right now. But the McLaren was looking for it at the inside there. And he's still looking for it there as well. Onto the exit. Can he get it, Dilemma? And here comes Maffeo, though. Round the outside he's looking to go here. It's crucial to overtake this. For the championship. Round the outside looks to go. And way too deep there. Goes Dilemma. In fact, he bumps really Gessatilla, but he has got past. But here comes Maffeo, though. Round the outside. He's going to have to back out of that one. And now this brings side effects back into the equation even more. Left-hander. Of course, Matt will still get a podium here because of that 3 second off from Dilemma. Into the left-hander now, going into the straight. And there's a safety car out on track. It is absolutely perfect timing for Tharlow, and he absolutely knows it. Early safety car here. And this greatly detriments the hard runners, as Tharlow and Side and everybody will get practically a free pit stop. This does not look good for Matt. Unless he pits himself and goes for mediums, but you wouldn't really. Mediums will not last 20 laps. Or they might, but they will be extremely slow by the end of the race. You wonder what Matt does. Does he stay out? Does he go on to those medium tyres? Does he go hard soft maybe even to the end? Really stretch these tyres out. But we all know what Tharlow's going to do. He's going to dive into that pit lane. He's going to make sure he doesn't cut the corner though. And he's made plenty sure of that. Absolutely no nonsense there. And looks like both hard runners are into the pit lane. Attila is in. And it's Tharlow as well. He's going to hold up Maffeo here, really, isn't he? Well. It happened in Las Vegas. It's going to happen here. And Matt's going to lose a lot more positions in this Grand Prix. Hards for Tharlow. Mediums for Matt. He comes up P8. That's the other benefit of being a championship rivals teammate. Don't know why she nets on softs. Those are going to wear out like mental. But this safety car brings a whole new light to this Grand Prix. And Attila and Maffeo will be on those mediums. Well, those mediums are going to have a heck of a lot to do till the end of this race. 19 or so laps. They're not going to be easy. Here we go, folks. Of course, by the time it'll be coming in next lap, I presume. Sorry, the safety car. Tiller might get past on the first lap or so, but if Tharlo just really needs to say, do you know what, mate, have the position. I'm not fussed. Matt's in the pits again. Well, well, well. Matt is in the box again. I think he's going to go on one compound tyre and go on the other here. Interesting move for Maffeo, but it is the right call. I will say. It's a smart move from Matt here. He knows what he's doing. It's still going to be a hell of a lot more difficult, though, for Maffeo to get back in this. He's 12th. He's out the points right now. Tharlo, if he wins this Grand Prix, will be ahead by a very solid amount. And, of course, if Maffeo retires, maybe there's something LDF1KO does to make him retire. If that is the case, then, my friend, the championship could be over. Going into Brazil, it will be a brilliant lead for Tharlo if he wins this Grand Prix and that retirement happens. It'll be, I think, it'll be 19 points. So, it will be an absolute mountain for Maffeo to climb going into next week. But everything's looking good for Tharlo. I assume the safety car will be coming in this lap. Attila, though, he's still staying out on those medium tyres. And yes, safety car is in this lap. Well, 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 we've got 18 more laps to go. Who's going to win? Will it be Tharlo? Will it be Castello? Will it be Dollar? Will it be Side? I mean, Side could very much win this race. Tension builds. Egos arise. And confidence must be skyrocketing. Otherwise, this championship could be done. Tharlo 4 into the left-hander here. He's had a beautiful start here. 4 tenths gained on Kisatella is very good. Kisatella will cut that down. He will probably get past this lap. But if he does, Tharlo just got... all Tharlo has to do is just say, go on, mate, you have the position. I'm not first at all. Now, these two are going at it here. Bloody hell, the Red Bull and the Kicksauber really going at it now. And the Kicksauber's going to get the better exit here. Fefe the Duck. 1.7 seconds behind. Kisatella does overtake Tharlo. And there we go. Maffeo is still trying to get past here, but Fefe the Duck is being a pain in his backside, you could say. ERS being used now. He's really, really trying to get at it here. 2 seconds separating Matt and Shinit. And I mean, if Shinit can keep this going into the next turn, I mean, it's DRS for both Ferraris. And Maffeo is 9th, 2.2 seconds behind me. You know how difficult it is to get DRS when you're behind a DRS train. Side effects now. He's created the gap between the bird and the front 3. All Tharlo has to do right now is he just needs to stay in this position. You win the race, pretty much. DRS will be enabled this lap. But you can see already, Maffeo's cut that down to 1.6. He's not messing around here. And here we go. It's Tharlo 4. DRS being used. He's not using anymore. He does not want to get past. Even if Dilemma gets past, it's still fine for Tharla. In fact, he's got to say to him right now, get up the inside and go past me, Dilemma. I don't mind. As long as I don't lose DRS to the medium runner ahead of me, I will be just fine. It looks like here, now, all of a sudden, PRT Shinit is not in it to win it, sorry. But he's 1 second now behind Toro. Looks like those softs are already tearing off. As we go into the right-hander here, Maldi with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Here we go, into the right-hander now. Kesatilla. And he's having a go, isn't he? And I think Maldi, sorry, not Maldi, Mafia will be in this DRS now. Yes, I believe he is. He is. So now Matt is in. Matt's back in here. He's not got away. DRS not being used by Tharla again. I'm more than sure he's going to stop using, and he does. Dilemma won't be in a position to overtake him. Side effects though, and the bird, all having a good old squabble here into the chicane, and it looks like the Haskart will be ahead, but will side effects defend his P5 from the bird? He will just about. And now this battle in the DRS is going to be even more pinnacle here for the championship. The bird will get past both Side and Toro. Up the inside, side effects will go on the bird. And there you go. Okay, the duck 3-second time penalty. Goulet Garçon also with a 3-second. Okay, look now, Mafia within 4 tenths. Of course, he got 3-second runners ahead of him, so well, one Goulet Garçon. So that would probably be what? The P8 right now for Matt. Which is just not what you want at the moment if you are STB Mafia. Dilemma overtaking Tharlo, but that's alright. Tharlo shouldn't even use here. Well, actually, Dilemma will use. Dilemma's quick down the straight here. Tharlo, just stay behind. Don't worry in a world about what's going on ahead of you, because you will win this race. Down the inside, Dilemma goes there. It's a big lunge from the McLaren. And onto the exit. Still, it is Kisatilla, Dilemma, and Tharlo. Will Dilemma get the best of Attila as he looks to go around the outside, going into the left-hander, and he does get that move done and dusted. Tharlo now, he's looking for his share in the battle, but Side Effects is trying to keep his position here on the bird, but the bird says no, thank you. I'll get the position and I'll send it down the inside on the Haas ahead of me. Or just look for the position on the Haas ahead of me. A bit scribble there, but you can take a look at this DRS train. They are catching up. I did not highlight this, but Mafio is in P8. He's overtaken Shinit, and with the battle that's going on between all these drivers here, you do just get that feeling that Matt will be in here much more often, and something will happen. Side Effects 99, this whole battle occurring here. And looks like the bird is messed up on the exit. Side with the overtake. And Tharlo just stays behind. He just stays behind. Toro now looking to get overtaken here by Side Effects 99. And Toro's got the overtake. And now the bird will try and come through for the overtake. Here we go. The Bird looking for 2, looking for 3. Will he get 3 as we go into the helicopter in the left-hander here? The Haskell getting touched a little bit there by the Ferrari. The Bird's still on the outside. He's still in there. His nose is still in there. Will he get the move done and dusted on the Toro? On the Toro. Down the inside he goes into the left-hander, but yet nothing comes of it. Barlow overtaking Chris Attila as Attila is. Oh, I thought he was up the session there. He has ghosted into that last sector. And in the last sector as well, Shinit bins it. And Matt is behind Side, and Side will be desperately now looking to keep this position. This battle has been immense. This midfield squabble. I think Matthew's just wanting the better exit there, but will he get it with that little wobble? We'll have to see. As Tharlo overtaking Dilemma now. He's up into P1 with 12 laps left to go. 3-9, yeah, 12 laps left to go here in the Grand Prix. And now a Dilemma will come back at him here on the straight. He's not going to back down. Matthew overtaking Side though. That's something to note. But down the inside, the Bird goes of Matthew. Taking absolutely no prisoners here. Will Side get back into this battle against Matthew here? Will he look for the move down the inside going into this right-hander? I feel like you kind of have to. You want to keep the position. Certainly thinks about it, doesn't he? P7 for Matt. Technically, he will be in P6. But P6 and P1 is a whole long way from each other. Attila's mediums will probably be worn out by now. We've got minimal laps left. No time to lose here for Matt. And it looks like Side will be sticking his nose in up the inside going into the left-hander. Matthew will get the better exit though, as he has got that outside line. Looks like Shinit has binned it again. But Tharlo overtakes Dilemma. Yet again, it's this little trade. DRS trade. Goulet Garçon with the overtake. Down the inside, Matthew goes. And Matthew gets a 3-second time penalty. He lost a bunch of time though, so I'm assuming that, maybe that's supposed to pass there. I don't know what's going on here, but there's a lot of battling here with Matthew and Side. And down the inside goes the Bird on Toro. Dilemma 3-second time penalty. He gets another 3. 6 seconds for him now. And Attila overtaking. What's happened here? Dilemma's in a wall. He's got front wing damage. And that pretty much just leaves Tharlo and Attila to themselves. Matthew getting overtaken there by the Bird. Matthew will get that 3-second remove because he lost a lot of time. So that 3 seconds will be removed from Matthew. So I don't think that's going to determine his position in this Grand Prix. Side will look up the inside of the Mercedes, but he hasn't got the grip. And now Matthew's climbing up the boards. He's looking to get the move now on Toro. On the outside, see you later, Toro. Matthew up to P4. Ten laps left. If Carlo can keep hold of this, he will win the Grand Prix and have a very good advantage going into Brazil. But here comes Toro. He is not backing down without a fight here. .1 seconds here, Matt, between him and Goulet Garçon. And to Goulet and Garçon, to Attila, it is 4 seconds. And here we go, here's Toro. It's a safety car out on track! And that's going to be a big corner cut there, pit lane cut, sorry, from Toro. I'm assuming everybody will be going on the medium compound tyres for the end of this race. And it means as well that Farlow, I don't know, 3 seconds is a lot of time. I don't think he'll hold up Matt the way he did earlier. Might hold him up just a little bit, but not that much. But here we go then. Farlow. He'll be going in for the mediums. Take a look at what Matt's penalties are. Again, it is only 3 seconds. I just want to take a look at his race director. Sorry. A few lap times. He had a warning, an invalid lap time, and a penalty plus warning that lap. Okay. So he's pretty much got 1 warning here in this Grand Prix. He'll get that penalty and warning removed. So here we go then. Yeah, definitely don't think that Matt, I think slowing down on purpose there, Matt. He doesn't want to get held up in the pit lane. And, oh, Attila almost cutting that. Matt, will he cut it though? Nope, he's in there like swimwear. He's got a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting as well there. Well, oh well. They do give you warnings for doing that in this game. Got hold of a little bit there, Matt. But Matt will feel a little bit peeved off now. He's not going to be happy. He's not going to be happy as Larry. The Bird's now ahead of him. You can see everybody's on the mediums. Horror comes out. He is not boxed. So Matt's P6 now. He's looking very good for Mr. Tharlo 4. Everyone on the medium tyres. I do feel like though when the soft tyres are poorly programmed in this game, I do feel like you need a bit of soft tyre action in this game. You don't really get them because they wear out so quickly. But if you do even 5 laps on these soft tyres, you're probably going to be like around 40% near the end of the race. There's just no point. But STB Mafia. We've got 1 more lap to go under the safety car, and we will shortly be driving once more. And this short little stint at the end of the Grand Prix will determine the race winner. Now also, this does mean that Farlow is more has more chance of losing his P1. But Farlow has got some good pace on this circuit. Mafia P6. Side effects as well. He's going to be looking for his overtaking. But this is it. Safety car is in this lap. It's do or die for Matt. You see the tyres right there. All fresh, all mediums except for Dilemma and Chafe the Duck, and they'll probably wear out and they're probably useless to this Grand Prix. But this is it then for this Grand Prix. Is Tharlo gonna get the win wrapped and done and dusted? Will he polish a win here, or will Kisatilla just have his say in it? As we go racing once more, it's a good start yet again from Tharlo. And off the exit of this turn, Tharlo is almost half a second up on Kisatilla. But now all eyes really on Matt here. Can he gain as much positions as he possibly can to try and defeat this 3 seconds that he's got? Because that 3 second will stand, what I believe anyways. We'll see in the bloody stewards report afterwards. I say this all the time, but sometimes it's the complete opposite. We'll see in the stewards report after, but I don't think you can really get that 3 seconds removed when you do cut that pit lane entry here in Abu Dhabi. Whoa! My oh my! Side effects with an absolute massive moment there. Hitting the back a little bit there of Maffio, misjudging it. He might get a 5 sec for that. Marley's on a little bit of a rampage here though. He's gonna go for a move up the inside, and oh my word. Oh god, Marley. Attila is still behind. I think if you're Attila, you're just waiting. You're waiting, and you're wanting the overtake to happen on the last lap. But if you wait too much, Tharlo will pounce, and Tharlo might be ahead of you. So Attila, be careful, son. Still, Matt in P6 with a 6 second time penalty. With DRS now enabled though, it's even more chance that he will get some overtakes. And there we go, down the straight, Matt goes. Nowhere near close to the bird. There's a lot of mumbled up going over here. And never mind, it's all good, it's all clean. Will Attila though be looking for the overtake with the DRS? I don't think he really can. With 3/10, or maybe he can actually, he's got the pace, he's going to use some ERS now. Attila is past, and look at this, Poulet Gasson also looking for the move as well. But Tharlo will keep his nose up the inside. And yet again, Tharlo's now patient. I think Tharlo will go ahead and go for the move on the last lap of the Grand Prix himself. And get this move done at the end, so tops and turning here. Matt 24th. That's better than some people for their actual qualifying laps here tonight. He's had a very good stint there. Just take a look at the ERS difference between Side and Matt. I mean, it's quite crazy. FA the Duck spins. Will Tharlo look for the move? And I think he will here. Nope, he's staying behind. But that opens the door for the Haskar here, as he does send up the inside a little bit there, trying to scare Tharlo into doing something stupid here, but Tharlo does not do such thing. But here he comes again here. The Haskar won't let down. Round the outside, he's looking to go here. Paulet Gasson. Round the outside, he's looking to go. Tharlo on the inside. Using the arrest now. He really does not want to battle Paulet Gasson here. And Paul Gasson's made contact with him, and now that is awful for Tharlo. Because now Paul Gasson has lost DRS to Kisatilla, which means that Tharlo will have to do even more work to try and get within this DRS and get this win again. So Paul Gasson has really messed up Tharlo's chances here of a win. But will Tharlo bounce back? Look at the pace difference here, really, between Kisatilla. Tharlo's patient, though. And Tharlo is going to try and do everything in his power to not only get past Paul Gasson, which he's just done, but also to get within this 1 second of Kisatilla. There we go. Already 1.2. The Bird and Toro having a battle here, and it could invite Maffio for an overtake. Here comes Matt. ERS being used. He's going to look for the outside lane here. Maldi with 3 seconds up the inside, though. Goes that Ferrari. Maffio still looking for that outside line. Maffio won't get it. Tharlo really has to get a move on and get within this 1 second here. See how much he's trying to push the car to try and get this move. Try and get within 1 second. He might do it. He might just do it here. If he used a bit more ERS, he could do this. He's using. Desperate trying to get within 1 second. I don't think he has. It's super close, but unfortunately for Tharlo, I don't think he's got that DRS. But he's really putting down the pedal now. He's not giving up on this. ERS being used by both drivers. They're down to almost their final percentages. And Tharlo is back within 1 second. DRS being used. Matt looking for the overtake on Toro here. Toro will still look for it at the inside. Matt going a little bit deep on the outside lane there. There's a little bit of contact, maybe a little bit of shoving. But Maffio is past Toro. Now Maffio could be in for P3 here if he gets past the Bird and removes all of his time penalties, which is possible. Or a little bit of a warning there, that'll be for Tharlo. But we did lose a bit of time, so even if that was a 3 seconds, probably could have got that removed. We've got to try and get within the second here. He's got it this time, he's got it this time. These last 2 laps have to be absolutely mountainous for this man. 7 tenths now the gap. 33% Maffio has. The Bird has more. Paul Gasson will try and trick Tharlo, but Tharlo's not having any of it, and it's 2 tenths the gap between both Tharlo and the Red Bull. He has to be used, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to look for the overtake Tharlo. No, he doesn't, but he does want to keep Paul Gasson behind. Paul Gasson almost looking for that move there, almost bumping Tharlo. Here we go though. The last few moments of this Grand Prix is here. Will Tharlo win on the last lap? Will Tharlo get the victory? He's lunging everything. He's putting it all on the line. 80% though is Paul Gasson. He could come up here. 25% though is Kisatilla. Tharlo just wants Paul to do one really, doesn't he? Maffio's got to hope that this turn is good as well to try and get a good exit here. Matt will never take anybody, I don't think. Here comes Starlo, though. It's the end of the race now. Put everything on the line. Bit of a mix up there. The Red Bull. Here we go. Here comes Starlo. Not a lot of ERS to use for the Red Bull. Here comes Starlo for the win. Looking for the outside lane. He's got the outside lane. The Red Bull will have to do everything he can to try and keep the position going into the left-hander here. Everything. He's putting everything on the line. It's hard on the line. Everything, but it's not enough. Starlo's passed. Starlo is passed. Bourlegas on. It's a whole mix-up, and Maffio sent it right down the inside there. A spin occurs. Maffio spins as well. Toro's through. And outside's going to get through. Round the outside, Casatilla will look to go. It's not enough. Tharlo wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. An unbelievable race from him. And he captures it at the end of it. Tharlo 4 comes home, takes the checkered flag, and will move on to to Brazil with a great lead to Maffio. He's back in the spotlight. Tharlo 4 will lead going into Brazil. What a battle, what a fight, what an ending. That's STB for you. Tharlo 4 is your race winner. What a race, what an ending. It's what STB is all about, and it's what Tharlo's all about. Taking the checkered flag and winning the Grand Prix. Well, invite Tharlo to the party. He doesn't do many interviews. I don't think he will here, but there you go then, folks. That is your final scores. Maffia is down to P7. I assume one of his 3 seconds will be removed, so I assume he'll probably be P6, maybe. He might even get his other removed for the glitch in the pit lane. I don't think it should be, but yeah, again, we'll see what Maudi says and all that. So yeah, there you go, folks. Tharlo wins. Going into next week, it's going to be even more of a dramatic race. And we'll see if Tharlo can end it there, or if Maffio can make the comeback and win it. What a race. That's STB for you. You can join us next week for another Tier 1 action for Brazil, of course. It's the finale. Or you can come and watch Tier 2 tomorrow and Tier 3 on Wednesday. If you're not worried about any of that bollocks, then don't watch it. What a race. What a moment for Tharlo. And that's been STB. Have a lovely night.